'tis a season
All right, and we're going live.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we're live?
Yeah.
Are we live? Hello, world! I got up here just for you guys. That's right, at the LA School of Comedy, where dreams come true, by the way. That's what they do, they come true. We are a podcasting studio. You can make your podcast dreams come true. I know I have. I have found people that have said things to me like, I can talk to the camera for an hour. Hours, Sunda. I can talk to a camera for hours. So I said, okay, obviously you only want to pay for 1 hour. That's what they're trying to do, is tell me already they can't pay. And I put this brother in front of the screen, and I'm telling you, I get about 6 minutes. And there's nothing there. He's like, you know, hip-hop's on another level. You know what I'm saying? Right? You know what I'm saying? There's nobody there. He's saying, you know what I'm saying? So it happens all the time. I've had some existential experiences. I was just telling a friend of mine how I was in the hospital, and this nurse came in and said that her phone charger was nigger rigged, and I did not know what that meant. And I was upset that took a white person to tell me. And then when I got out to LA, someone said, that's Mexican rigged, that's not nigger rigged. And I was like, I've never heard of such slander stuff. I didn't know what a wetback was. I thought it had something to do with a seal. I know the seals are now, you can't kill them for fur. I do have one, but my aunt got it. It wasn't me. I couldn't kill anything with a club. I couldn't. I can't. Ugh. I just remember being a kid, growing up in a sausage factory. And let me tell you something. I have a story to tell, because when you're Swedish and black and you look like a Puerto Rican, and your mother, a Jehovah's Witness who loves country western music and sells Amway while cheating on Mary Kate, gives you a Hindu first name with a Swedish last name, with a stepfather who's a mafioso in the sausage business, you're bound to be a little different. And that's why I decided to do comedy. What do you think, huh? That's why I decided to do comedy. Because I was a little different. And I'm working on some stuff for my one-person show. It's not going to be here. I mean, I'm not going to work it for you. I mean, I have to work it out somewhere, so I do have to work it out here. And so I have to bring in all these gloms of pieces of my life. Let me just say this. Today, when I was going to the doctor and saw the sheriff's department, I wasn't getting out of the car. Because I watch documentaries on LA, and this place is scary. This place is scary. They are Klan members, okay, that are in the police department. No, for real. I'm scared of the Klan. My grandmother's side was from Georgia. And I didn't like any of that stuff. I mean, well, I do love the peach cobbler and the grits and the cheese and the eggs and the... Oh, God, I went too far. And then when you visit your relatives out there, they're like, baby, you ain't got no meat on your bones. You sick. You need something to eat. You need something to stick to them ribs. And you know what else grit sticks to? The side of a cheating man's face. That's right. All you gotta do is flick it. And watch it go, ah. That's not funny. That's not funny, but it's true. It's very true. And if it's an accident. White girls use potatoes. Because grits are much better. They go much further. Like that, they fly. Woo! Do you know what grits are?
Yeah.
Wow, look at Billy. He's all hip. I gotta tell you something. The black culture here has adopted and adapted to the Mexican culture like nothing I've ever seen before. I don't see Mexicans going and eating hog maws, cornbread, and chitlins. I don't see that, but I see black people eating all this stuff. So my friend Anthony decides he's gonna buy me some Mexican food. Now, I don't like Mexican food, but after he told me I can't say that, it makes me racist. I don't think it makes me racist. I just don't like Mexican food. I don't like it on the way out. Because there's gonna be something in it. You might not taste it on the way in, but you're gonna taste it on the way out. So he gives me this piece of corn, and I try to bite it, and I'm breaking a crown. And he looks at me, he's like, you gotta take the skin off that corn. I think was that a tamale? Billy?
Yeah.
Somebody has to tell me. I'm biting through the corn in the cob, but I'm biting through the, what's it called, the hair?
The husk.
The husk. Ah, my teeth. And I was doing someone a favor who needed a favor at Let's Make a Deal. You cannot bring your non-professional friends to do stuff like that, because let me tell you something. Wayne Brady heard my friend who was wearing some Funkadelic glasses, and there was a black woman up there. I'll never forget. She was like, I don't know what I should do. Should I take the curtain? And the guy's like, I got the cash. Wayne Brady's like, well, you know, I still have something in my pocket. She's like, I don't know. Curtain number 2, curtain number. I don't know. So then she goes, curtain number 1, and my friend jumps up and goes, you stupid nigga, you should have taken the money. And Wayne Brady looks at me like, what? Sunda, what are you doing here? And then this other lady goes, that's Sunda from the Laugh Factory. And I was like, I'm allowed to be a member here, like fill in and maybe win something. And the woman lost, she wanted a cow.
Oh.
Where is she gonna put that cow? But in this, I don't know what to say anymore. This world that we live in. I have friends that keep calling me and telling me that ICE is coming for me. I don't know why they're coming for me. I don't know why they're coming for me personally. But my friends who have worked with the government, okay, so I have a degree in criminal justice, something I don't talk about. I used to work in a prison. And I did that, and I've got to tell you something. There's one of them now. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
That's insane. People watching at home, we hope you didn't hear it, because that sounds like a man who just got his testicles slammed in a door. Okay, did you hear that? Oh my God, it probably is going like this by now. Oh, that was so cruel of me to use the T word. God, I gotta stop that. So I don't even know what I was talking about. Oh yeah, there was the exposing guy at the, oh my God, listen to me guys. I met a back doctor. He's so into backs. That listen, how into backs is he? He can show you the inside of your spine with this MRI he has. And he's showing me how they're going to put this rod up my ass to make my... And I said, wait a minute, we have something that's less invasive? Like, let's start with a penis. No, I'm kidding! Oh, stop it. Why do you guys get so upset? You guys get so upset your P word, but we say the P word, all of a sudden, I was going to take the rod. Take the rod, spoil the child. But I'm not going to do that one. He's going to fuse my bone-on-bone L1 to L4 back. So I said to him, I have a ring like that X-ray. And look, it's a complete S, right? And he said, your back shouldn't be an S. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Yes, S is for scoliosis, yes. And it happens with most Jews, and the Asians used to have it, but now they're getting chubby. You notice that? They are. Remember you used to never see like chubby Asians because they didn't have a lot of milk.
Yeah.
They didn't drink milk. Now they drink milk. But I don't know why I brought that up. Who was telling me that milk was racist? My daughter? Everything I do is racist, my kids. I've never been so racist in my life. He got sick on Indian food. My daughter said I was racist. Okay? Because I said Indian food. And the same thing happened on The Sopranos with Meadow. Her father's throwing up. She goes, what's wrong, Dad? He goes, Indian food. She goes, how? Racist. You can't be racist when you're black. You got to tell them that. You can't be racist when you're black. You can't be racist when you're black. But it's amazing what you do call people in the car. Because people are always lying. They always say, I never use the N-word. I just saw you at Santa Monica. I just saw you on Santa Monica Boulevard screaming. And it wasn't Persian. It wasn't even the N-word. But you know what's happening to me now that I'm out here? I feel like I'm turning Persian. All of a sudden, I find myself talking to you and singing to you at the same time. I find myself walking into a Ross, suddenly shopping, buying everything next day, going to Ross, shopping, but returning everything the next day because they're the new black meat, all right? They're black. They shop and return everything the next day. I could prove it. All right, so I'm just talking about the Persian people. Why? Because they're having a Shabbat dinner without me, and if I was there, I'd have to cook. All right, I just wanted to say that if you guys want to do a podcast here, that's great. If you guys want to blind me here, that's also great, but get used to it here because you're going to have to get used to it at the Comedy Store when lights are in your eyes. If you guys are watching, and you guys who emailed me, and yes, I am looking at my my website, by the way, thank you for writing me. The Montreal Comedy Festival is in July for the colleges. It's NACA, the National Association of Colleges. I think it's NACA. They change the names of everything. These, I don't know, these acronyms like SUNDA, what does it stand for? Sometimes I'm understanding nothing during the afternoon. All right, that was pretty quick. All right, where's my little paper that I can't remember? I love to see women in comedy, and this first woman's no exception. I hope this guy comes in, and let's see if he exposes himself to me and you. I'm just kidding. I'm saying he exposes his heart, his soul, and tells me how much he loves me. All right, let's give it up for the comedy of the one and only Jaz Clarita. Yes! Woo! Oh, I love your shoes. I have to have them. Oh, my God.
Oh, thank you. Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Pull this down just a little bit. I'm a little height challenged. Oh, man. So how's everybody doing today?
All right.
Oh, man. That guy outside, super loud, super rambunctious. It reminds me of, like, my allergies on the inside. I scream like that, like, ah! My allergies are so bad, guys. Like, I'm always, like, itching, especially at night, like a crackhead. I'm like, you know? And so, you know, when you get that itch, you, like, it gets really, really good. And then you stop, and then you get this shock, and you, like, twitches. Like, Thriller. I hate that feeling. But then you gotta scratch again and it feels so good. And so I have eczema, right? And so I shed like clockwork. I shed all day. I gotta vacuum and all kinds of stuff. So I'm always like, if somebody died around me, I would be all up and through the crime scene. They'd be like, did you do it? And I'm like, no, I just shed every 10 minutes. You know? So I also used to be a teacher. I shed there too.
All right.
Don't even worry about it. Shout out to all the teachers out there. And so when I was teaching, I could have been a better teacher. I will not hold that up. You know, I could have been a better teacher because I taught preschool. And during circle time, if you don't know, circle time is when the kids literally sit in a circle and they come tell you what their parents did all day, you know, what happened at home. You try and teach them something, but they don't pay enough attention. They just want to tell you about what mommy did, what daddy did, and they want to hear music. So, you know, one time I'm sitting there and they're trying to tell me things and they're like, oh, teacher, let's play telephone. This is what I learned at home. I said, okay, well, show and tell time. Go ahead and tell me something. She said, well, pick up the phone. I'll play mommy, you play daughter. I said, okay. Ring, ring. Hello? She said, get your fucking ass home right now. I'm gonna hang up now. I said, well, when did mommy say, I didn't know what to say. She's in preschool, right? She's like 4. I said, how did you get to that? She said, oh, that's how mommy talks. Great phone call. That's exactly how I felt. So I was like, how does that happen? She's like, that's how mommy talks to my sister? Cool. Tell sister she needs a hug. Right here. So after circle time, you know, we turn on my favorite song, Baby Shark. Now we got Gracie's Corner, so the music gets better. But every time we play Baby Shark, you gotta twerk. Baby Shark. And I'm sure that when you get home, you're like, oh, my baby's in there playing, play dates and all the things, and they're like, Baby Shark. Sorry, guys. That's what they learned at school. Oh, man. So, just like Sunda said, it's crazy in LA, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So I've been dating in LA, and most recently I've been trying the dating apps, trying to figure that life out. And so, just recently met this guy. We hit it off. I tell him, you know, I do comedy. He's like, oh, I want to try some jokes out on you. Now I'm new to the scene. I'm like, okay, try something out. He's like, okay, well, let's meet today. He tells me that at 11. I said, okay, we can meet up today. What time you want to meet up? Well, I'm going to do this and that and this and that. Okay, well, what time do you mean to meet up? Well, I thought we were going to do this, so let's go get a drink. Well, I don't drink on first dates. I'm trying to, you know, respectfully calm my nerves. When do you want to meet? Oh, now I'm going to get wine with my friends. So when do you want to meet me? Do you know I got ghosted?
No.
Because I asked him 3 different times, what time do you want to meet? I mean, what kind of accountability is that? And I mean, I went from that dude to the guy who cussed me out because I didn't text him after he went to a wedding and told me, I'm going to a wedding, I'm probably not going to be available, so I didn't text. Next thing you know, he's calling me, bitch, I can't believe I'm not your girlfriend. You gotta chill, big dog. And then, of course, my illustrious favorite date. Go on a date, we go get pizza. This guy's like, oh, I'm telling you all my goals, my ambitions, and all that. And he tells me, you ready? Ready for what? Let's pray, let's eat. Okay. Oh. God's good, God is right, all the things. I open my eyes. Dude, you're not 50. You're 30. No teeth. Gum down pizza. You ready? You ready to eat?
No.
Dude, no joke. I'm like, what happened to your teeth? You just told me you spend hundreds of dollars on cologne every month, and now you have the audacity to show me with no teeth? You got the money, big dog. What are you doing? I guess he didn't have the money. I don't know, but he could pay for the pizza. He gummed that down. So we never went out to eat again, but we did go take shots and play pool. I suck at pool, but he's a great conversationalist, so
okay.
He was around for a little bit. But now, we can't do that. I can't bring you around my family because the first thing they're going to say is, Bugs Bunny? Beaver Boo? I can't get with it. So, I just thought, I'll figure out dating. Anybody got some recommendations, please let me know. I'm here for a recommendation. I can't do the dating apps. It's just not working out for me. But, so the internet. social media's been doing this thing, reviewing old Disney movies, right? And one of them has been The Lion King. They've been doing translations of the that's how I say it. I don't know what it's So they've been doing this rendition, and the translation is lion. Oh, not even it's look a lion. Oh my God, it's a lion. I said I don't think we would have watched it if we knew it said it's a lion. But in my mind, it's already started with everybody's gonna get in trouble. That's how I understood it. Everybody's gonna get in trouble. I don't know what the words are, but in my head, it goes, Zibenya, go and get your mama. Because Zibenya is already in trouble. And as they continue and they go through the song, it goes, hey manana, hey, there go your mama. Hey manana, hey, there go your mama. It's the circle of life. And they whoop your butt. Because everybody's in trouble. Then Simba's daddy dies, Simba runs away, everything happens. That's how it begins. So when you tell me it said, look, there's a lion, I mean, that definitely tells me everybody's in trouble. So if you're looking for me, you can find me at Jazz Clarity, JASCLARITY on Instagram and on TikTok. Look for me, social media, I'm here.
Oh, God bless you. Put that back to me. Thank you. I didn't even know that was a jumpsuit. I have these in pink.
Really? I have it in black and in yellow.
This is
and in
terrible.
blue.
Oh my God. I just take whatever I can get at a red carpet. Even if it's not my size, I just stand it like this the whole time. It's a 5'5" and I'm an 8. I just walk in them like this. Terrible, whatever you get. But you know what I've been doing? I've been cleaning out my makeup. I've been wearing the same makeup since I was in my 20s.
Yeah?
It's full of lead. It's full of dye, red dye that does not, they're not letting that stuff anymore. The zinc. What was it? But it looks so good. It stays. It's called Princess Marcella Borghese. Do you remember that? No, you're too young. All right. Now I'm buying lipstick that I don't even know. I just love it. I just love it. I didn't even, by accident, I dropped my phone fell here the other night while I was looking at something and it made a purchase.
What did it buy?
It bought a train set from the 90s, from 1992, Estee Lauder, beautiful, alligator look, an alligator look. You'll see it when I bring it in next time. Because this time, I'm going to bring up the comedy of the guy that makes it happen here. He does the funniest posts of me in AI, but they look just like me. And you're going to know him as Santa Monica's sweetheart, the one and only Billy Ramirez. Let me hear you.
¿Qué pasa, familia? Es un placer estar aquí con ustedes. No, Mark, el otro botón, es el otro. Sí, del otro, that's the one. Thank you very much. It's a little shtick for all two of you here. I'm just considering.
I just said cállate la boca.
Should I sit on the stool? Is this one of those?
Nadie sabe, cállate.
Eh?
Nadie sabe allá. Nadie sabe.
Oh, okay, right, yeah. They also know Spanish, right?
Not all of them. No, they don't. They know Italian. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. They know que tú eres una cabeza dura.
Real smooth, Sunda. Real subtle.
That's my way.
I know. Yeah. Everything's fine over here. What do I want to start with? Dating is hard, right? Yeah, but I don't know. I like the apps. For me, it's I'm just an idiot when it comes to dating. I'm clueless. Spent just yet another Valentine's Day all alone. You know, and but it's all my fault. I understand. I just I'm like a sexual Mr. Magoo who just stumbles past really obvious opportunities. You know, and like here's one that happened a few years ago. So. I drive a 6-speed turbo hatchback. I like to take it to the track every now and then and drive it around the track slowly because it's my only car, right? So I'm not, I need it Monday. I'm not going to risk my car anyways. But I did meet this woman. She was a gearhead and we hit it off and we exchanged info. But then she lived 40 minutes away and I got into my head immediately like, I don't know, Nothing can happen, you know. And so I never contacted her. 2 weeks later, though, out of the blue, on a Friday night, she texts me and offers to come over and make me dinner. And you know what I said? I said, thank you, that's very kind of you, but that's a long drive and I already ate. Okay, so yes, I do deserve to be single for the rest of my life. Also, I have these quirks too that I thought I would age out of. Like, for example, I'm ticklish. And I'm not afraid to tell you that I'm ticklish. You know, for all 614,000 people in here and the 35 million watching, I'm not afraid to tell all of you that I am ticklish. And the reason I'm not afraid is because I'm violently ticklish. Like if I were to wish the wrong wish and end up in the middle of an MMA fight, my only chance to not die immediately is if my opponent tickles me. And then get a tickle me elbow thing. I don't know. Anyways. I'm so ticklish that I once accidentally ended a potential relationship because of my ticklishness. Yeah, so I'm from the Bay Area, and I was seeing this woman. She lived in Boulder Creek, which is a little town just north of Santa Cruz in the mountains. It's all redwoods. So we're going to go to a concert in Santa Cruz, and so I'm in her living room, just staring out the window, just getting lost in all these redwoods. I mean, just redwoods, of course, and it smells so beautiful. I'm just getting lost, and all of a sudden she comes up behind me, tickle. Oh my good Lord! I am so sorry. I am so. Let me see your nose. Let me see. Ooh, boy. Full Picasso. Oh boy. It's not that bad. It was pretty bad, and that was the start of her blue period. Yeah, she told me to Van Gogh away. And then I got petty and I said, well, I'll Van Gogh away, but you need to learn how to Saison your chicken. Oh my God. I don't know a lot of painters. All right, fine. She got the last word in and she told me that it was Frida Toledo. I had to get a Mexican woman. I got to figure out a way to work in Diego Rivera. Anyways, let's see what else. You know what else is hard? Also, trying to find your dream job. Yeah, you know, so I sat behind a computer for 20 years. I don't want to do that anymore. So I've been sending out resumes and cover letters for some reason. I don't know why cover letters are still a point. Unless you're applying for a writing job, what's the point? You know, there's already a document that says everything. You know, are you gonna reject someone's great resume because of their cover letter? Just imagine you're interviewing for a really important position. Just like, thanks for coming in and interviewing for this really important position. Oh, this is the most impressive resume I've ever seen in my life. I can't imagine a more qualified candidate. What this cover letter, dude? Like, what is Garamond? Really? Come on, man. Like, get out of here with your fancy fonts. This is a Helvetica house, you know? But at the same time, I'm hoping that unqualified people aren't getting jobs just because of their cover letter. Well, that might explain the way everything is run here. It's like, you know, everything's like, oh, dear hiring manager, my dad is your boss, you know. Signed, your future co-worker, whatever. Yeah, just imagine you're interviewing for really important positions. Like, hello, thanks for interviewing for this really important position. Take a look at your resume. He says, oh boy, that's the worst resume I've ever seen. There's one thing here. You haven't worked in 28 years, and the only thing you've done is run a VHS rental store in Davenport, Iowa. Is that? I see no reason how I could possibly offer you this job based on this resume. But based on this cover letter, whoo, boy. If I may borrow a word from said cover letter, I was enraptured. Okay, so just based on your cover letter and cover letter alone, congratulations. You're tomorrow morning you start as head of pediatrics here at Cedar Sinai. You know, like, I hope that's never happened, but we'll see where comedy takes me. But you know, I gotta be honest with you. My true dream job is to play drums for Metallica. There's one slight problem with that, is that the band was started by the drummer, so I don't think that drum seat. That drum seat's never become I'm 7 months older than Metallica, and that drum seat has never been open. So I might have to pivot to something else. You know. But even if that drum set was open, do you think they require a cover letter? Dear Metallica hiring manager, I am writing to express my interest in my true comedy's number 3, drummer for Metallica's number 2. But this is my true dream job, and I hope if it doesn't exist, I'll make it exist. And that's to be a professional dog petter. I gotta figure out how to make that work. That's truly the only thing I want to do other than play drums for Metallica. Is you play drums for Metallica, thrash metal, or pet dogs, and I'd be the best pet, dog petter. I would love talking about it. Like, oh, what do you do for a living, Billy, these days? Like, oh, me? Oh yeah, oh, she's a good dog. Doggy. Oh, look at the belly. Yeah. Really? You pet dogs for a living? Like, you don't mind me asking, how much do you make? Oh, me? I make $742,000 per year. I'm like, really? How do you make that kind of scratch? Like, very simple. If you do what you love, the money will follow. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta go put my hands on a Shih Tzu. All right. That's more prepared material, and here's some more. Gonna mess around with some first-ish drafts and some other stuff. I'm just trying to determine just exactly how stupid these are. I used to think that I was afraid of heights. Turns out I'm just afraid of insufficient width. I mean, if you think about it, it's not really the height. If the ledge is big enough, it's not the height that's the issue. That's what I'm saying. Whenever a bird walks away from me, I feel slightly disrespected. It's like the bird. It's like the bird is saying, I could fly, but who the hell are you? Yeah. I once got chased by a pigeon on foot for 27 blocks, believe it or not, and then I flew away. Oh, this one's even dumber. It doesn't matter who for this joke, but recently heard that a prominent old politician lost control of their bowels. That's not funny, but it's the phrase "lost control of their bowels" that I enjoy. There's something kind of it feels like an accomplishment. Or next time I crap my pants, I want it to be described as me losing my bowels. I said it just feels like a story worth sharing. It's like, oh yeah, believe it or not, like I was racing some intestines and a set of kidneys down Stone Creek Mountain when I just skidded. When I lost control of my bowels and skidded right off the road, almost right off the mountain. I tell you, believe it. I mean, you would crap your pants too. All right. Oh God. All right. Here's this one's getting a little weird. I don't know. So sorry, Sunda, you have children. How can you prove that your children are yours? I've never had any children. I don't have children. How do you prove that your child is yours? Like,
I can't prove they're not. Mine are special.
So I would just imagine some kid runs off at the county fair, and then the state trooper reunites the kid with the parent. Like, how does the parent prove that kid belongs to them?
It's really hard when you're black.
Okay. All right. I might have to add a wrinkle to this joke, but it's like
yes. It's a good question.
Like, sir, is this your son? It's like, oh yeah, oh there he is. He must have run off when I was getting a pushed pork sandwich. It's like, oh okay, like, all right, so so this is your son? Like, yes, it is. Prove it. What do you mean prove that he's my son? Yeah, prove that he's your son. Well, I have photos of him in my phone. It's like, look, man, like any weirdo could have photos of a kid in their phones. Like, I am not a weirdo. It's like, well, we'll see about this. All right, so it's like, look, man, like I'm telling you, he came with me. He lives with me. I know where he sleeps. Like, well, this is not helping your case, man. What is going on? Like, it's like, come on, you don't have anything. It's like, look, man, I'm telling you, I know everything about my son. Like, he's got a birthmark below his navel, next to all right, hands above your head. Yeah. So, but is there an official document that I don't know about?
If it's documents, you must know better than me.
Is there a child receipt?
Yeah, stretch marks.
Oh. Yeah, all right.
C-section wounds.
Yeah. You know, I think I realized one of the reasons I haven't been able to have a prosperous dating life. I make mistakes. Like, for example, like, I thought this would work out. Like, I recently bought a bitchin' yellow vet, okay? And I've been zooming around town in my bitchin' yellow vet, and like, not one woman has paid attention to me in my bitchin' yellow vet. And like, I don't know why, because as far as I'm concerned, a 1982 Chevette's a perfectly fine car. Oh, right. I'm just like, when's this light gonna turn on? I didn't write that much down.
It's on. They're not paying attention. It's on. It's on. Could you give the light, please? Somebody? I'm going like this.
Did that one.
Thank you.
Did that one. All right. Some more with thought. I had to quit drinking iced coffee because I got really good at making iced coffee, and I would make these giant carafes. And in the morning, I would end up drinking the entire carafe of iced coffee. And then shortly after, I would just sit there wondering why I felt like someone told me my assassin's after me. Hey, my name is Billy Ramirez. You can find me at billyramirez.com and on Instagram and TikTok at middle-aged muchacho. Please welcome back to the stage.
I love it.
Queen,
I love it. I love it.
Sunday Queen.
I love it. Oh, Billy, you're so funny. Pump me up. Don't let me fall in front of all these people, please. Please. I'm on the wrong page. I'm on Kosher Soul Food. You're Kosher Soul Food instead of being on the LA School of Comedy. So if I didn't tag you and I send you pictures, post yourself. Please help me. I can't do it. If you want something done, like if you want to tape of this, you got to talk to Jason. Jason does the podcasting now. Have you got your podcast going?
No, not yet. Not yet. It's coming.
Just come in.
I need to.
Jason, tell her. Just come in.
Just come in, yeah.
Yeah, just come in. Just call on a Tuesday or Thursday.
Okay.
All right? But right now I'm going to give you something that'll give you something to remember. I just saw him a few minutes ago, and suddenly he popped up here. I don't know how it happened. Of course, I don't look like the same woman because I'm wearing makeup. Please give it up for America's sweetheart, the one and only Mark Safran. Come on, Mark, do me a favor. Come on. Oh my God, you would think it's, listen, there's so many. So many, you can't get past.
Okay. I decided to be semi-politically incorrect for 10 seconds. Now, sometimes you feel in life that this is where you came in. Right? So today, William Clinton, also known as Bill, former president of the United States, was deposed about the Epstein files. What was fascinating about what leaked about his testimony is that he immediately said that the pool he was swimming in, the hot tub, was in a public pool, and that he did not have sex with that woman. Okay, I get it. You were in a public pool. I don't know why Ghislaine Maxwell was there, unless you were having sex with that woman. And by the way, isn't that where we came in? I want to say, and it's on the anniversary of the blue dress, which none of you actually know what the blue dress was. You're old enough to know. Either that, or you and Aaron are busy playing with conspiracy theories. It happened to have been Monica Lewinsky's blue dress. Anyhow, that has a little nothing to do with life today. All right? You want to play around with the Epstein files, be careful what you wish for. All right? Here's my take on it, and then I will leave all the political stuff for later and talk about something else. There's no way Hillary Clinton was worried about having sex with an underage woman. Okay? She was too busy rifling through her wallet. All right? All the Clintons were there for was money, influence, and power. All right? Because Bill usually likes them old and dumpy. He learned his lesson. You know, Monica was an exception. If you look at all the rest of Bill's, Jennifer Flowers, Juanita Broaddus, hell, they're all little, you know, Zoftic Arkansas women, you know, missing a tooth here and there. He never was into the really pretty ones. Look at his wife. Every day he goes home to that anyhow. That being said, you know, I went out with a friend today. He told me he's on GLP-3. Now, I'm only on GLP-1, and how I got that, GLP-3 is the new stuff. All right, that's supposedly the zippy weight loss drug that not only stops you from eating, affects your receptors, but burns fat. You know, it's like taking a combo. Right? Okay. So here I am, all right? I know I have problems. As Sunda's complaining about me not getting up to the stage, but I got a bum knee. All right. The bum knee is how I get to, you know, Ozempic. So we're going to get to that in a second, and we'll talk about, you know, being heavy. All right? So, but before it, you have a question?
Yes. Well, it's more of a comment. All right, question. Do you know that you look kind of like the victim of a mafia hit? Look at
You
your
don't
shirt.
like the shirt?
It looks like you got shot 47 times.
In this shirt, by the way,
Yes.
right? Okay.
I bought it for him.
To cover up the fact that she tried to shoot me 47 times. This shirt is designed for knife wounds. Sunda's weapon of choice is candlestick. Learned it from her mother. Her mother's weapon of choice used to be a lamp.
Lamp.
Right. Only Sunda's father and stepfather, or whatever he was, had to get chased around with a lamp while Sandra was saying she's going to call the FBI. My mother-in-law was a piece of work. All right, you think Sunda developed in a vacuum? All right, that being said, so just along those lines, I'm glad Billy veered me off into insanity of the Brown family. So here we are, you know,
so crazy.
and I go in to get my pre-operative checkup. I won't even talk about the doctor wanted to do my knees, part of the knee replacement industrial complex, Harvard, of course. Right? I knew the bill was going to be $50,000, but they never mentioned money. They went in there, they run you through all these tests, never once say what it's going to cost. All right? There's a reason for that. They want to get you used to, you know, paying attention to the doctor like one of the Stepford wives. Anyhow, I go in, it's my pre-operative checkup. They won't operate on you. That ain't the doctor. They'll operate on you at any time. It's the surgery center. They worry about their liability. So you walk in, I walk in, and it turns out, he says there's something wrong with my heart. Now, I know there's something wrong with my heart. I have a right branch problem. But they send me across the cardiologist. Oh boy. Now this starts a whole lot of shit. Cardiologist starts making appointments for tests. First day, they just give me like a picture of my heart. That's their start. Aviva, my daughter, went with me that day. Second time, Sunday's coming. All right. So this is the two big tests. They're giving me the chemically induced stress test, so I don't have to go on the treadmill. God knows none of us have ever been told that we never had to go on this treadmill. They can just give us a friggin' shot, accomplish the same thing while you're laying down. All right? Ultimate goal for somebody who thinks they have a heart condition, right? So the next thing, and I know people who died doing that treadmill during a stress test.
Really?
Yes, I do. All right? Anyhow, you want to interrupt? All right? Anyhow, here I am. I'm getting the test and Sunda's there. The first test they give me is they shoot you up with radioactive stuff. All right? And then the first they did was the stress test. Then they sent us out for lunch. Lunch. There ain't nothing to eat, nowhere to eat lunch in this place except the Subway on the corner. You walk into the Subway, you're kind of hungry. You look on kind of with your eye over to the end of the place. There's a man vomiting in a bag. This old man's vomiting in the bag. We order our sandwiches. The woman, I say to the woman, you need any help? And he goes, no, that's okay. At least he isn't shitting. Tells you where you are, by the way. Sunda's so disgusted, at least had leftovers. I got that extra sandwich for later. All right? So we go back to the doctor, and they're about ready to shoot me up with radioactive isotopes. Okay? They shoot me up with the radioactive isotopes, but they don't tell you it makes you sick as a dog. So that's why you can't come back the next day. You got to come back the following day. I come back the following day, but this time Sunda's so freaked out by the man vomiting in the bag. She ain't coming back. So my daughter comes with me. But little did we know this is the last test. They're also shooting me up with radioactive isotopes. They start to shoot me up. The man turns around to my daughter and says, he should have asked her first if she was pregnant, but he says, are you pregnant? She's getting ready to fight because she thought he was talking about her weight. All right? So they give me the test. I go home. I'm sick for the next day. All right? I come back the following day. It's now a Thursday. And Sunda comes with me, and they tell me what's wrong with me. And, of course, she has to tell the doctor what's wrong with me. The doctor's very calm. Wonderful to deal with her. Extremely calm because you learn something when you reach a certain age. They tell you not to go to the doctor alone. That's not what it's about. When you have 3 women in the house and you went to the doctor alone and you come home, no matter if you're telling the truth, they're going to say, you're lying. The doctor said that it's no big deal. You're lying. You're lying. Yeah, you know you're sick and dying. You're lying. Where's the insurance policy? It's the first thing I want to know. And so, you know, it turns out we go back the following day, he tells me what's wrong, and I have a little narrowing of my aorta. All right? But everything else is fine. But the amazes the doctors. He's standing there looking at the chart, and he says, your bloods. Oh, my God, they're fantastic. I said, see? I look at it up. See? Says your heart is pumping fine. Due to blood pressure, maybe we'll keep you on the blood pressure medication. I said, you're better. You know why I have high blood pressure. We go home. They finally get me on Ozempic. It is not easy to get on Ozempic if you want the insurance company to pay for it.
Right.
And by the way, folks, out there in TV land, I'm not one of those people who's going to buy it online and mix it myself. All right? I'm not making it like oatmeal or grits. Then on top of it, you know, you got to put your own needle into it, right?
Yeah.
Shoot yourself up. All right? I've avoided diabetes for 72 years because I hate needles. Do you really think just to lose weight I want to shoot myself up in the belly with one of those needles? I like the injector. All right? And that's why Ozempic costs so much. All right? So then, of course, he gets me on the doctor. All of a sudden, the insurance company's paying for it. Used to be $1,400. All of a sudden, it's $1,295. I'm thinking to myself, well, how are they making money on $1,295 copay? So I give $1,295. How much is the insurance company giving? And these are cheap bastards, United Healthcare, right? That's why Luigi Mangione killed that man.
Stop it.
All right, stop it. He got lucky today. No death penalty.
Really?
Yes, the reason for that is that the prosecutors figured if the death penalty isn't on the table, the jury will convict him quicker. They're going to put him in Supermax. It's going to be it's cold there, by the way. Ask John Gotti. That's why he got cancer. There's nothing like taking a shit on a stainless steel toilet in the freezing cold. The place is in the middle of Dakota or somewhere like that. Colorado. So anyhow, I digress. So we get back to the Ozempic and everything else. Anyhow, so I decided, as I was taking the Ozempic, that I maybe did this the wrong way. I should have just transitioned. Basically, I looked in the mirror and I said, you know what? I'm making a big mistake with all this. I should just say I'm transitioning from fat to thin. All right?
Beautiful.
You can do anything else, you know? Now all of a sudden, everybody has to believe my delusion.
Yes.
I'm thin. And if you don't say I'm thin, I'm going to sue you. And I changed my pronouns. I'm now slick and slim. And if people don't call me that, they are mispronouncing me or whatever it's called today. As long as everybody else has a delusion, right?
Yep.
We can all have a delusion that we want. In fact, people can stand in front of it and say, I'm brilliant, you have to hire me. They go, no, you're not. You have a 22 IQ. You could just, the only thing you're good for is a politician. Right? And they say, no, I'm brilliant. And they go, what do you mean? He said, well, I transitioned. Too politically incorrect? And on that note, we'll talk about the food that kills black men. McDonald's. My brother-in-law, rest his soul, used to come over for Thanksgiving and then go out to get, something. And then we'd look and say, where's Jason? He'd come back and you could smell the McDonald's all over his breath. It was disgusting. My mother-in-law, being your normal black mother-in-law, had already done 2 big pins of macaroni and cheese, plus greens, plus stuffing. All right? There's a turkey sitting there and a leg of lamb, and this guy goes out for McDonald's. It must be, I just always wondered what was in the McDonald's that they loved it so much.
Sugar.
But of course he died, all right, from McDonald's poisoning. He developed diabetes, high blood pressure, you name it, McDonald's poisoning.
Right.
At the height of his life, he dies from McDonald's poisoning. That is the devil's food, and they serve it on Air Force One now. Good night.
Whoa. You know who's eating that? Mark, did you have to talk so badly about Trump at the end? You couldn't say anything nice.
You didn't have sex with that woman?
I don't know, man. I don't know who's having sex with Trump in that hair. I just don't know. I just know my birds would be in that hair because they were my hair. I got birds and they are my birds. They are my birds. I have to tell you, I have birds and I love them. I love them very. They're not mine, but now they are mine because I smuggled them from New York to LA. So I don't even know what I'm saying. Remind me to send you your pictures. And I posted you on Kosher Soul by accident. I'm sorry, you have to post yourself, guys. I don't know what I'm doing, but I do know when it comes to podcasting. If you want to do a podcast here and you've never done one, and no one's ever said, no one's ever said that. No one's ever said, wow, how do you begin to do a podcast? Jason Ham is able to do all kinds of things. Just fabulous things. He does music videos as well if you're interested, but I'm just mentioning the podcasting because you can do something and in post, you can make it brilliant. So never be afraid. We can always fix this crap. You know what I mean? We can always do this. And so that's why I say everybody, when someone says, everyone and their mother has a podcast, where is it? I'm on iHeartRadio. I didn't know till somebody told me.
Woo.
But I do know I am on Prime Video, so catch out Sunda Frunquist live from Hollywood.
Woo.
And also catch Jason Ham when he's doing all of his wonderful filming. And you just filmed at the Rooftop, a great place for you comedians to get up to. And I heard that Samantha's doing a show there now.
Oh, really?
I think so.
I saw her fly, but I didn't know it was there.
Yeah, I don't know where it is actually. But I'm excited for everybody. Samantha Linderman's not here, but she's going to be here Monday, our comedy concierge. Thank you, Billy Ramirez, and to everyone else, thank you so much. And follow me on all platforms at Sunda Live. Good night.